movement on the bench. Here's Rodri. Good tackle this time by Rice. Haaland. He hasn't stopped. Scraped away by Gabriel. Taken up by... First day of summertime, bright, cold, and for the final time.
Step up, and I don't think they will this year. So, but again, we're forgetting about Liverpool right now.
Title winner. The best of frenemies. The rivalry of the coming year.
For now, Liverpool
stuck at it, considering De Bruyne's been injured, Haaland's been injured, missing a few to straight.
knowing that obviously Liverpool got a result today and knowing how big this game is.
Perfect in the Premier League. Movement on the bench. Here's Rodri. Another good tackle this time by Rice. Haaland. Rodri hasn't stopped. Scraped away by Gabriel. Taken up by... Martinelli, kind bounce. In by Diaz. By White for Raya. Seen by Trossard. De Bruyne. Saka. De Bruyne, coached out by Jorginho. City change may be worth reminding ourselves that John Stones is actually on the City bench. Martinelli, Tomiyasu, Trossard.
It's a real bit of Arsenal football. He's threw him on that side just a minute ago.
Jesus and Declan Rice, Odegaard and Jesus. Jesus, Rice. Rodri. Phil Foden had a look, had a bop into the crowd. Stepped away by Jorginho. By Saliba, away by Diaz again. Claimed by Rice and Jorginho. De Bruyne's free kick. Flicked away by Odegaard, pursued by Saka. In went Rodri. Bernardo Silva and Rodri. De Bruyne, last 20. In by De Bruyne. Protection by Saliba of the game. Gary, if your half-time theory is right, they'll be looking to snatch it. Bernardo Silva, taken up by Gabriel, only to De Bruyne. No Silva, corner last off White. October's day, really warm day down in Arsenal. And, London. Declan Rice, he's won a corner, he'll take the corner. Bernardo Silva. Martinelli. Nice, neatly done. Trossard. It may of course be neither, it certainly cannot be both. To win here will be the honour. Haaland, Rodri hasn't stopped. For De Bruyne, here's Odegaard. Phil Foden, Rico Lewis. Nobody but Manchester City have won here.
Can do now potentially is hit the ball on top of Jesus with Rico Lewis.
Rodri, welcomed by Saka, right wing. And in possession to Havertz, it's Jorginho. Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Martinelli. Tomiyasu, it's an important touch from Odegaard, or Doku was in. With Arsenal. Lovely fellow. Far too soon. With France. Neither Kyle Walker nor John Stones in their team.
Yeah, big losses. Walker in particular, I think, is
Stanishly out of trouble. Odegaard. Here goes Saka. Here. Guardiola's ball seen by Trossard. Gabriel Rice. Scampers across it. Brazil's national side.
Walker in particular, I think, his pace at right back.
Right. Gabriel withdrew from Brazil's national side. Who was in? Jorginho. Sadet. Gabriel actually out of trouble. Jesus.
It's interesting, we talk a lot in the game about overlapping fullbacks, underlapping fullbacks.
And Rice. And Jesus and Declan. Kivior. Havertz. Pass didn't work for De Bruyne. It's Odegaard. This is where he needs to be for Arsenal. Jorginho. Rolls ball seen by Trossard. To which he dashes. Saliba. And Jesus and Declan Rice. Odegaard. Kovacic harried by Saka. Under possession to
the field, and today both teams playing a traditional back four.
Trossard. Squeezed out for De Bruyne, who's gone early. It's an important touch from Odegaard, or Doku was it?
Past. They did. You're looking at a team that's so strong. Get a bit more frustrated knowing that obviously Liverpool got a result today and knowing how big this game is.
Perfect in the Premier League. It may of course be neither. It certainly cannot be both. To win here will be taken by Diaz. By White for Raya. Brazil's national side. Today, of course, last year April was their defining, I'd say their declining one.
Trying to get four centre-backs effectively.
De Bruyne's corner, Haaland's up again.
Back three, comfortably in the centre defence. The rest of them are just centre-backs.
And De Bruyne, there's a judge. Raya. Arsenal's continuing champions. City the prospect of 4 in succession.
What you can do now potentially is hit.
Perhaps suggesting that ideally he's not.
centre-backs is going really tight and aggressive.
Seeing Bellingham and Madison and others doing the work that he would love to have been doing. Back at that game between the two.
Came up a little bit, Silva going into midfield alongside Rodri.
Launches. Driving right, claiming.
Does Declan Rice change the dynamic? Theo, if you think about the fact that Saliba was one of those who was missing.
Arteta will be pleased that all his players have come back fitness, but yeah, he's
perfect in the Premier League. Saliba with France. De Bruyne. This came Saliba to smooth things over for Arsenal's continuing Champions League campaign. Spencer Porto.
Walker in particular, I think his pace at right back.
Fiddled it through for Haaland, no flag yet. Saliba stood his ground pretty well. By Dia. Partey with a swing. Saliba kept it from Haaland. Gabriel. Saliba.
Today, both teams playing a traditional back four.
Touch from Odegaard or Doku was in. Cross came Saliba to smooth things over for Arsenal. De Bruyne's cross beyond Haaland. Game against Brentford, for which he was ineligible. Context of that city change may be worth reminding ourselves. To which he dashes. De Bruyne. Lost it, Bernardo Silva. Shh. Diaz played it early, Saliba saw the danger.
Aggressive against Haaland and others just sweeping up behind. It's a classic tactic.
There goes De Bruyne. There goes Saliba. Rodri. Lifted in for Haaland on the turn. In went Rodri. Bernardo Silva and Rodri. Bruyne, last 20. In by De Bruyne. Attention by Saliba into that period of the game. Gary, if your half-time theory is right. Any kind bounce. Bernardo Silva.
Season, Theo, if you think about the fact that Saliba was one of those who was missing from beating Man City at home.
a bit frustrated knowing that obviously Liverpool got a result today and knowing how big this game is.
Perfect in the Premier League. Gabriel withdrew from the Brazil's national side, still with the throw. He had a heavy international break. Gabriel withdrew. Haaland. Gabriel bit in and
fullbacks going into midfield, and today both teams playing a traditional back four.
Haaland, he hasn't stopped, scraped away by Gabriel, taken up by... Gabriel. City change may be worth reminding ourselves that John Stones is actually on the City bench. 90 minutes. Haaland is the inferior option. It's in and cleanly. Ødegaard and Rodri, welcomed by Saka, right wing. Sneaky done, Trossard. Finals. Play for the world to enjoy together. Rodri, seeing Bellingham and Madison and others. Lifted in for Haaland on the turn. Wheel away. Bernardo Silva. By Gabriel, only to De Bruyne. Saka robbed by De Bruyne. Saliba kept it from Haaland. Gabriel's. Doku, tricky. Jeremy Doku wins a corner.
Straight wins behind them. City are the champion.
Different today than I have seen in the past. Frustrated knowing that obviously Liverpool got a result today and knowing how big this game is.
Perfect in the Premier League. Saka, White's gone beyond him. He snatched it. Saka can drive. Guardiola. Here goes Saka. There's a chance to have a look into the eyeballs. Near post, away from there by Rodri, welcomed by Saka. As you rarely get through a game without Rocky. Stops, scraped away by Gabriel, chopping away from Saka. Got up and turned it behind for a corner.
Saka.
Coming up with the ball, Jorginho, beyond the back stick. Saka flings it in, that's a good try. Kivior, but it's coming back. Or is it? Havertz to De Bruyne. Saka. Kovacic harried by Saka. Ideally, he's not involved, but he's at least inferior enough to the eyeballs of Diaz. Saka.
He's a challenger to something just to...
Saka, Ødegaard. Saka's in tight again, Arsenal's throw. Saka took it in a hurry. Flipped away by Ødegaard, pursued by Saka. Gary, if your half-time theory is right, they'll be looking to snatch it late. Martinelli, kind bounce. Martin Ødegaard, Gabriel Martinelli. Tomiyasu. Havertz, Martinelli. Nobody but Manchester City have won here.
2021, the last time that Manchester City didn't score here in the Premier League.
Is on the Gunners bench. So what do you
Sort of
expect?
person that can actually open up defence. A bit more frustrated knowing that obviously Liverpool got a result today and knowing how big this game is.
Perfect in the Premier League, all John Stones in their team.
Yeah, big losses. Walker in particular, I think his pace at right back.
Again by De Bruyne, forced out by Jesus. Silva. Jesus engaged. And Jesus and Declan Rice. Odegaard. Scampers across it, like Guardiola. Lofted up towards him. Jesus. Video by Diaz, collected by Jesus in a tight spot, to which he dashes. Odegaard and Jesus.
Trying to walk it.
Jules Foden, Rico Lewis. Moment. Perhaps this could be going the same way. Jesus.
Tactic. Martinelli. It's not his moment yet.
Martinelli replaced him and won the game. Stumbled and Rice took it up. It's a sprightly start. Trossard. That was an unnaturally hot October's day, really warm day down in Arsenal. Tomiyasu. Trossard. Trossard. Rice. Trossard. One here. Guardiola's ball seen by Trossard. 90 minutes. Haaland. Rice, neatly done. Trossard.
That I didn't really expect, to be fair. He's starting to now fit in. I think the Arsenal fans are starting to get a bit more frustrated knowing that obviously Liverpool got a result today and knowing how big this game is.
Perfect in the Premier League. It certainly cannot be both. To win here will be to land a mighty blow. Ahead of him. This is Kai Havertz. Carried by Saka. Possession to Havertz. Here's Rodri. Phil Foden had a look, had a bop into the crowd. Jesus, Rice. Rodri. Haaland. Rodri hasn't stopped. Jesus in a tight spot. Diaz in there. Rodri as well. A lot of height. Jorginho. It's a depth. Gabriel by Kivior. His header.
Just come alive a little bit.
Came between the two. Kivior. Havertz. Last year April was their defining, I'd say their declining month. Those 3 draws in 4 in succession. By De Bruyne. Bruyne's free kick. Remember, that was an unnatural.
Havertz there.
His 30th goal of the season. Picked his pocket. Grealish.
Roy's not too happy about, but
At least it's Gabriel Jesus. But for now, Liverpool
a bit more frustrated knowing that obviously Liverpool got a result today and knowing how big this game is.
Perfect in the Premier League, be to land a mighty blow.
Yeah, it looks like Manchester City were fooling us in the warm-up.
France. be for Arsenal. Jorginho. Haaland. He hasn't stopped. Scraped away by Gabriel. Jorginho. De Bruyne. Comes down by Jorginho. Back by Diaz. Possession to Havertz. Here's Jorginho. To which he dashes. Slipped away by Jorginho. Again, claimed by Rice and Jorginho. Coming up with the ball, Jorginho.
Like Arsenal. See much in the first half from them, but against
Foden, Haaland, Foden, lifted in for Haaland on the turn. Real away. Perhaps natural in the wake of the fact that he did play. Yasu is coming on for
move.
Period of the game. Gary, if your half-time theory is right, he'll be looking to snatch it. Grealish clear. Thomas Partey with a swing. Guardiola. Doku was in. Strangely cold spring day. This time Trossard gets the last 20 minutes. Thomas Partey, good long cover. Thomas Partey, away from Tomiyasu. Quickly on with it. Very end, Grealish. So for Rice.
Having lost their last 7, does Declan Rice...
That's to perform in the big games, and this is where we
A
judge
bit more
them.
frustrated knowing that obviously Liverpool got a result today and knowing how big this game is.
Perfect in the Premier League. This is where he needs to be for Arsenal. Jorginho. Scampers across it. Lovely follow. Far too soon. And it's a beautiful Saliba. And by Guardiola. Snatched back all too briefly. The fact that he didn't come in centre half is
It's interesting, we talk a lot in the game about overlapping fullbacks, underlapping fullbacks,
Jesus. Movement on the bench. Here's Rodri. It's another good tackle, this time by Rice. In by Rice. By Kanji.
Ball on top of Jesus with Rico Lewis at right back.
Gabriel. Rice. To which he dashes. And Rice. Jesus and Declan. Jesus, Rice. For Rice. Rico Lewis. Stepped away by Jorginho. Saliba, by Diaz again. Claimed by Rice and Jorginho. Actually out of trouble. Rice. Doku. Stumbled and Rice took it us up. It's a sprightly start. Rice. Horizontal to Bruyne. Driving Ryan claiming.
Which now shows Arsenal.
To outwit the other. All the games more or less inseparable.
Previous 7 visits.
I think,
How do you see it from an Arsenal perspective?
Premier League, so that says it all. It's just from the, for Arsenal's perspective right now,
I think we'll take
The pitch today, that's why we're disappointed. Again, credit to
shot
them.
target for them today. Well, the good news is the football is not done this week.